Hi, you've reached the Shell residence. Today is Tuesday, September 11th. My dad said the way I saw the world was a gift, that I was different than everyone else. A great game we'd play was Reconnaissance Expedition. He told me to bring back something from every decade in the 20th century. I found something from every decade.
Already? You rock.
I know, we do a lot of elbow bumping, a lot of fist bump, head bump, face bump.
The new fist bump now is the jellyfish. You hit it and go.
Ooh,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh, I like that.
Yeah.
TV, go ahead.
I had no idea.
You gotta do that. You wanna do it?
But yours is
Can
so
I have a
light.
two-shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's what?
You've practiced.
I have.
You've gotten a good jellyfish down.
I'm very awkward with the jellyfish. I'm trying to find the new one.
I like it. I like it. I need to go online, Google the new ones.
Well, first of all, I have to say on a serious note, when I left this film last night, when the credits rolled, I walked outside and immediately called my dad.
Aww.
It was 11:30 at night. I knew he was sleeping. I didn't care. He was angry.
Mm.
And I said, Dad, I just want to tell you I love you. It was just a movie that moved me. Is there a film for you in your past that you have seen that made you want to call up a loved one and tell
Not like
them?
this.
Nothing like this?
I mean, experiences have made me do that, you know. Going through life, you see something happen and you just go, I need to reach out and let everyone that I love know how much I love them. Unfortunately, it always takes something big to remind us to do that. So hopefully this movie will just remind people over and over and over again to just embrace and love and take care and appreciate what we have.
Isn't that weird that we don't do that on a regular basis? It's very strange.
I think life it's gotten so crazy with what they make important, what society makes important. You go, now why was I so concerned with that car? You know, and getting that car rather than paying attention to my child or my spouse or my mother. Or, you know, it's just life. But I think it's good that we have sort of landmarks like this movie to just sort of make a stop again. And
yeah, it's important.
Yeah,
it really is important.
It's all that really matters. Listen to me. I'm gonna be home in about 20 minutes.
You listen to me. We broke our window to let in some air. Now I'm gonna be okay.
The building and there was smoke everywhere. They're trying to save them.
Where are you?
I'm on the 106th floor.
An American Airlines plane was hijacked.
Thomas, you listen to me, and you come home.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna try to call you again in a few minutes.
Please just stay talking to me.
You're dealing with a very intense subject matter with this film, and I wanted to ask you, did you actually interact with any kids or anybody who lost parents on that day? Did you actually get to meet anybody who was involved?
I certainly did meet people who were involved who lost relatives, and that was very powerful for me. I mean, before I did the project, I had, you know, of course I knew that 9/11 happened, and then it had a great effect on our country and the way people in our country view the world and the world views our country. But it wasn't real for me, in a way. But when I did the project and met some of these people and watched some of the video clips that they had kept for us to do scenes with, then it really became real to me. Emotionally, I realized, you know, this really happened. And it helped me get the sense of the tragedy that the character felt. After he died, I found this key in my dad's closet. He must have wanted me to find something.
The clues, of course.
What was it Dad wanted me to find? Nothing made sense.
It's never gonna make sense because it doesn't.
What was the lesson Dad wanted me to learn?
You're the only actor in the world who's ever played Lucifer, an exorcist, and Jesus. The only actor in the whole world. And I wanted to ask you, does anything surprise you now? I mean, when you get scripts, it's like you've done almost everything. Like,
Well, no, I haven't. I have not. No, I haven't. I've done quite a few different, how should I say, genre the people, but there are lots of things I haven't done. Lots of things I would love to do, but probably there won't be time for me. But what I've been looking forward for years and years is something a little lighter than what I usually do. But it's difficult to get. It's difficult to get a story with a smile.
I would love to see you in a romantic comedy. That would be absolutely amazing.
You met my dad? Isn't everyone somehow odd? I want you to come with me. Too old.
Are you alright?
Too young. Too lonely.
Sorry, I don't know anything about your father.
You know, it's interesting the balance of your character in this movie. I'm sitting here watching her, and I'm judging her as a mother. I'm judging her, but what's great, and I don't want to give anything away, is that you know what you're really doing. As an actress, was that fun for you to play? I mean, it's not a fun character, but was it fun for you knowing that we were going to ultimately judge your character for 90% of the film?
No, I mean, it wasn't, no. I loved that she was the way that she was because it seemed more real than how most mothers are portrayed on film. I mean, it's hard. And it breaks your heart, and she's grieving, and she doesn't know how to process that grief, and she has a child that wishes she was dead, and you have all those levels going on, and it's messy. It's messy between the two of them, and I loved showing that because it represents life a little more honestly than everything being really pretty and perfect and easy to communicate, you know, all that. So I reveled in that. I mean, the payoff, you never quite sure it was gonna click. You know, that's Steven's job, our director. And but if we didn't have that, I wouldn't have loved the charcharacter so much.
They're wrapping me. I just want to say it's an honor to meet you and
thank you so much for the.
Yeah, I love the jellyfish. I'm glad.
You're too afraid. What do you miss about it?
I miss his voice telling me he loves me.
Dad told me, I really love your mother. You're such a good girl. Maybe everybody's looking for something.
Now, this is your first movie. This is like a huge deal for you. And when you actually sit down in a theater and watch the film and see your performance, do you find yourself like losing yourself in the movie? Like, do you find yourself emotionally engaging in the story even though you're on screen? Do you see yourself doing that?
Well, it's very interesting. I mean, there are all sorts of scenes in the movie. There are the really sad scenes that are very emotional. There are the nice little boisterous scenes, playful with Dad. But some of the scenes I feel myself kind of slipping away into the movie, like all the other viewers. Some of the scenes, especially the more emotional ones, I find that it's much harder because I keep analyzing myself.
No, you were phenomenal. I have to say this. My favorite moments in the movie was a more comedic moment was the Oxymoron war with you and Tom Hanks. Are there any other ones that you know about that weren't said in the movie? I have one, but I want to see if there are any other ones that you know about that weren't said in the film. If not,
Let me. It would take me a minute to think. Darkly lit, probably.
I like that. How about icy hot?
Icy hot.
Yeah, icy hot.
Do you think we'll find the lock? I'm not so sure either.
Dad said, sometimes we have to face our fears.
This is truly the most amazing thing.
If things were easy to find,
They wouldn't be worth finding.